Hi guys, it's Ewelina here. In this video I will share with you full body self-massage practice. I am a bodywork therapist. My main learnings comes from Nuad Borarn. I was also learning Thai massage as well as Ayurvedic massage. Nuad Borarn beautifully merges together this physical aspect of physiotherapy, anatomy, together with more energy body aspect of meridian system and system of the nadis. Today's class is designed to make you truly relaxed on the physical and on the emotional level. So let's begin this full body and mind rejuvenation. Most of the practice we'll do in the comfortable cross-leg position if that's accessible for you, or in other sitting position. So please grab onto the pillow, nice and comfy. You may sit like I do on the yoga mat or on your bed, anywhere which you feel really relaxed and comfortable. And one tip before we begin, please do wash your feet before, because we will start working from the feet all the way up towards our face. So it's nice to have everything clean. And yeah, that's about it. One more tip actually, the oil. So if you would like to use any oil, you are very welcome. However, it's not really necessary because all the techniques which I will share with you, they can be done without oil. But if you would like to use oil, I'm inviting you to grab on any natural oil. I really like personally to use sesame oil or coconut oil. You may also use almond or any kind of natural high quality oil you have. It's really nice to apply it especially on your face or on your feet, or also on the whole of your body if you feel like. So let's begin by sitting in any comfortable position for yourself. And first we'll begin by grounding ourselves from the pelvis. So imagine just sending your tailbone down, flattening your lower back, and then lengthening your spine all the way up till the top of your head. And with next exhalation, just releasing tensions from all your body. So your posture is upright, however relaxed at the same time. And closing your eyes. Start observing your breath and slowly lengthening it, deepening with every inhalation. Begin feeling how your belly, your chest are expanding when you inhale. And when you exhale, allow them to come back in. You may place one palm on your upper belly and the other palm on your chest. And just observe how you're inhaling, feeling the air flowing into your belly, ribs, chest, and exhaling, chest is coming back in, ribs, and belly. 2 more breaths. Inhale, expanding your belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest is coming back in, ribs, and belly. And one final breath. Inhale, expanding, filling up your lungs entirely. And exhale all the way out, allowing everything to come back in. Continue breathing deeply throughout the practice, as this kind of breathing helps to release anxiety, stress, to ground in the present moment and to deeply relax. Bringing your palms together in front of your heart center and taking a moment to set up intention for our today's practice. To dedicate this time to yourself, to your well-being. And to send to yourself all the good energy, all the acceptance, love, healing. Rub your palms, warming them up. And feeling that warmth in your palms, just place your palms intuitively on any part of your body where you feel there some extra good energy is needed. And just send your warmth from your palms to that part. And then slowly touch through all your body and open your eyes. We'll begin by a couple of very simple stretches so we can prepare our spine to sit upright for longer. Inhale, open your chest, expand it, gently bending back. Exhale, curving your back, sucking your belly gently in. One more, deep inhale, open, expand. And exhale, curving, so like you would be doing cat and cow. Inhale, come back to the center. And exhale, we'll do a simple twist, so just twisting to any side. Taking a moment here to awaken your spine a little bit. And with your next inhalation, slowly coming back to the center. And exhale, twisting to the other direction. Long and deep breath all the time. Inhale, come back. And exhale, left palm on the floor and we'll stretch. Right side of the body. Keep grounding both hips and opening your chest up towards the ceiling. Inhale, come back, and exhale, let's stretch the other side. And inhale, coming back, rolling your shoulders. And let's begin to work on our feet. So, placing your feet in front of you. Feet are together, but you try to open them as a book. If it's possible for you to hold them together, that's great. If that's not possible, you can just open them a little wider. And first just pressing onto your feet, stimulating them a little bit. As you can see, I keep moving back and front. And also with that movement, I'm first of all bringing a little bit of my own body weight into my feet. So I'm not getting too tired by using my muscles. And also I'm trying to connect my breath with every movement. We'll try to do it all together. So deep inhalation. And exhale, leaning forward, pressing to your feet. Deep inhale. And exhale. And now we'll move into 6 points of the soul. So I'm going to demonstrate them for you in the book. As you can see in here on the very base of your foot, we have 6 different points. So we'll be pressing into each of them. We'll begin with point number 1, which is right in the center, underneath this darker part of your foot. And then we go to point number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll be pressing with our thumbs. So let's begin with the point number 1. So right in the center of your foot. Deep inhalation. And exhale, leaning forward and allowing body weight to sink into your feet. And inhale, come back. Exhale, pressing on the point number 2. So right in the center. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, point number 3. Inhale, back. And moving to point number 4. Pressing nicely. Inhale. And exhale, point number 5. Inhale. Exhale, point number 6, so our last point underneath the cushion of your big toe. And now let's come back to point number 1, so point number 5, 4, connecting movement with your breath, 3, 2, and last one. Great. Now we'll just draw a couple of circles all over those 6 points. Just from the center towards the inner arch. And that same way using your body weight. Just keep moving together with your breath and sliding your fingers. So So we are stimulating all different points in our feet. As you know, there are so many different massage techniques, so many different therapeutic techniques, reflexology of the feet. So there are so many different points in our feet which are connected to different inner organs, and basically through working on our feet we are working on all the body. One more time. And enough. Let's just squeeze. So squeezing from the toes slightly, your palm on top of your toes. Just squeeze on top of each toe, squeezing on the inside, and then moving your feet, placing them on the floor, and we will work between each of the toes. So there might be a lot of tension, especially between the big toe and the second toe. So you don't want to be on the area of the skin, you want to go a little higher, however you should not reach the bone. Hope you can see properly. We will be just sliding our finger in between the big toe and the second toe, not really index toe. Just keep breathing deeply and sliding a couple of times. And now let's move between second and third toe. Here you can feel a little bit more bony space, but it's fine. Just try to press on the muscle between the bones. And then moving between toe number 3 and 4 and 4 and 5, cleansing all the space between two bones. And now just circling with your 4 fingers or each palm, just drawing circles on the top of your feet and releasing. Let's do a little bit of mobility exercises for our feet. So first, you will not see me properly if I straighten my legs, but I'm inviting you to straighten your legs and then to draw a couple of circles. So both ankles are drawing circles into one direction and then into the other direction. And now spreading the toes, separating them as much as you can and squeezing. Let's do it once again, separating and squeezing, and then putting thumbs up, big toes up and down. Let's try it again, up and down. Nice, and just wiggle, relax your toes. Beautiful. Now we will move into kind of a diamond shaped position. So as your legs before, they were very close to your groin, now just move them a little bit more forward. So we will start by pressing all over our legs, placing your palms with your fingers pointing down and just pressing on the muscle. So you want to have your small finger right underneath your shin bone and just bringing body weight forward. Inhaling on your way up and exhale, moving a little higher. Inhaling and exhaling, bringing your knees up and just circling around the knees. If you have any issues with the knees, it's nice to apply oil. Many of us struggle with some different knee problems. So if you have some of the therapeutic oils with nice herbs, it's great to use. If you have cracky joints, painful joints, dry joints, then it's really great to apply sesame oil. I always remind about it because that's something what was very useful for me personally. And then drawing circles into the other direction. Just stimulating area of our knees so blood can circulate nicely in that area. And back to our diamond shape. We will be pressing on our thighs. So now fingers inwards and just pressing while leaning. You kind of opening your legs a little bit more. Deep inhalation and exhale, one step up. And one last time, inhale and exhale all the way up. And now to go down, let's bring our fingers from the outside and just pull your thighs from outside inwards and then slide them out. Let's do it 2 more times. So now in the middle of your legs, sliding out. And last time, a little above the knees, sliding out. Moving all the way to our calves. Small fingers underneath your shin bones and just pressing. Walking down 1 more step all the way down and releasing. Now you can just lift your legs and mash them a little bit from the inside. Just squeezing to all the calf muscles and the inner thighs and then outer thighs. And calf from the outside. We might hold a lot of tension in our legs. We keep using our feet, our legs all the time, all the day, when we walk, when we move. And there is a lot of heaviness, so it's really great to release it. Alright, now we will begin working on the energy lines of our legs. So these lines basically are separating area between the muscle and the bone, or muscle and muscle in certain parts. By cleansing that, we're improving the blood circulation and also in this energetical way, as these are energy lines as I mentioned, the flow of energy. So by working on that, we bring more mobility and just more relaxation. So let's find our shin bone and then our calf muscle from the inside. We'll be pressing into the area right between the shin bone and the muscle, in the way like you would like to separate the muscle from the bone. So sitting still in your diamond position. If that's not comfortable, you may place 2 cushions underneath your legs if it causes a lot of heaviness in your hips. And then walking around 4 fingers above your ankles and pressing. So finding with your thumbs area between your shin bone and your calf. Deep inhalation. Exhale, pressing by leaning a little forward. Inhale up. And exhale, moving to the center of your leg, so a little higher. And 1 more deep inhalation. And exhale all the way up, so around 1 palm below your knee. And coming up, now we will move our legs a little higher, finding your patella, so that small bone of your knee, and we will work following the inner side of patella. So first finding it, then walking a little above, around 1 palm above, you don't want to press on the joint, and then pressing with your thumbs. Continue breathing deeply, and walking up. Here we will divide it for 4 steps. Well, thigh is a bit bigger. Deep inhalation, exhalation, point number 3, inhalation, and exhale, point number 4. Beautiful. And now we come back in 3 steps towards the knee. So point number 2 and point number 3. Back to our diamond. Here also 3 steps. So number 1, number 2 in the middle of your leg, and number 3 down, and then just mashing again. Now let's work on the line 1 from the outside, so also finding the other side of your shin bone and the muscles which are connected to it, and we'll just again try to clean the area between the muscle and bone and then follow the patella from the outside. Here let's do it with 4 fingers together, that's easier. Just pressing from the bottom, breathing deeply, going a little higher, and a little higher, and then going up, finding your patella from the outside and pressing with your thumbs. Again, we'll do it in 4 steps. Point number 1, point number 2. So when we are working all these lines, point number 3, We are cleansing, as I mentioned, point number 4, the area between muscle and muscle, muscle and bone. Now 3 steps to come back. Second step in the center, and first step. And now going down with the fingers. So there is something what is happening in our bodies when we don't move certain areas, and of course some areas is very difficult to move. And there is forming some kind of a spider net thing. So it's called muscle fuzz. Whenever you don't move your body, so let's say when you wake up in the morning, you have a neck pain, and then you're just very careful because you feel it so painful, and you just don't want to do any sudden movements. And then this pain actually is accumulating somehow because you don't move anymore right now, so it just becomes more and more stiff. So this is exactly what's happening. If we don't begin to move it in the proper, of course, mindful way, we don't clean that area, this spider net muscle fuzz is just accumulating and causing more and more tension. So what we are doing in this body work as well, we are just cleansing all this stuff which is accumulating between muscle and muscle, muscle and bone, and that's why we feel so much more energized after and more clean, let's say. Alright, now let's just mash from the outside. I forgot to mash from the outside. So really relaxing your legs completely, mashing onto your thighs. And now we will shake a little bit. So releasing any tension from your calves, from your thighs, and they should look very funny. So really relax them and allow them to shake freely. And enough. Perfect. Now let's change the position to sitting on our knees. Now let's place our palms into the fists, and we will sit by placing the fist in between your calf and your hamstring, and just apply as much weight as you feel like. You don't have to put too much weight, and slowly moving down towards your feet. Good morning, Bal. Hello, dear. And now moving one step more down. And once you reach your Achilles tendon, so the tendon which is right behind your heel, going up towards your calf, let's just squeeze into that area and just sliding your fingers there. So as you can see, just sliding up, couple of times. And then squeezing onto your heels, just squeezing. You can be moving side to side while squeezing. Then back to our fists. And when you lean to the left side, you press onto the left foot. When you lean to the right, you press to the right. And just allow your fists to slide throughout your foot, releasing any tension. And going all the way down, feel your toes, and releasing. Great. Now let's move back into our comfortable sitting position where your spine is straight. And that's enough for our legs. Now we'll move into our hips a little bit, and then to the back, to the belly. So for the hips, you just try to curve your spine a little bit in a way that you just pull basically your pelvis forward, tucking your pelvis in, and then you should feel this tense muscle in here. So just tap into that. Tap into all this tense area. And then circle around it using 4 fingers. We are just relaxing the connecting point of our hip flexor muscles, which are the muscles which we use constantly whenever we take a step, whenever we flex our hips. So whenever we bring leg closer to the belly, to the chest, so every single step we take, we keep contracting these muscles. It's nice to relax them a little bit. And now let's begin tapping with our fists into the sides of the glutes, and then leaning a little forward and tapping to hold space of your glutes as much as you can. Also, often we hold a lot of tension in the glutes, and this might affect in, a lot of back pain, lower back pain especially. Then tapping onto the lower back. And now let's just mash, so kind of mashing and circling. We cannot do too much on our own back, but at least a little bit of relaxing stuff. Circling around and going to the hips, circling also again here and releasing. Alright, now let's begin working on our belly. So we'll be drawing circles in the clockwise direction. Basically you want to go from the bottom to the right, to the top, to the left. This simple belly massage can be done by anyone, so you are super welcome to join me. There are no contraindications for that. We are working in that particular direction because it's a natural direction of our intestine. So keep going with your movement. Our intestine is rolling, the small intestine, and then is changing, moving into the large intestine, which goes around, and then it basically moves down to the anus. So by moving in this circular movement on our belly, we are stimulating that natural digestive movement, elimination movement basically. So if you struggle with constipations, this is a really great thing to help yourself a little bit. And if you want to do it a little bit more intensely, then you might just be pressing a little stronger. You can even press from the side to the side using your 4 fingers of each palm and just smashing inwards. But only if you want more intensity. Otherwise, keep going with a simple circular movement. Deep breathing. You may close your eyes. We'll stay here for 3 more breaths. In the belly there is actually a lot of different things hidden. So also emotional stuff. I'm sure you know, if you are anxious, stressed, sad, angry, we can somehow feel it in our belly as well. Maybe digestion is not working so properly. Maybe you just feel that heaviness in your belly, that squeezed sensation. So by working on the belly, we also help ourselves to release all these stagnant emotions. And now slowing down, releasing your hands. Eyes closed, and let's just take a long deep inhalation right into your belly. And exhale this time through the mouth, releasing all the tension and slowly opening your eyes. Second technique for our belly is a little more intense. So here there are certain contraindications. If you are pregnant, if you are on the intense menstruation, or in general on the menstruation and you don't want to press too much on your belly. Also, if you had any belly surgery recently, then just please avoid that technique. Otherwise, please join me. So we will be moving on our belly side to side, pressing from one side to the other. First, I'm going to demonstrate it for you. So I'm just pressing on the side of abdominal muscles, so side of your six-pack. Pressing with the heel of your palm, right palm, deep inhalation. And exhale, I will just press, then moving the pressure towards the left side and pressing with the left heel of the palm onto the same space, so on the side of the abdominal muscles. And then I move back to the right side and inhale, release. So it's a wave-like motion, pressing, coming back, and then releasing. And we'll do it with connection to our breath. So finding side of your abdominal muscles on the right, pressing there with your right palm. Let's take a deep inhalation and exhale out through the mouth, slowly pressing, moving the way to the other palm, pressing from the other side and coming back, inhaling deeply, releasing your palms. Let's do it 2 more times. Exhale, pressing on the right, moving to the left, pressing from the left, and releasing. One more time, deep inhalation, and on exhalation, pressing from the right, moving to the left, pressing from the left, and releasing. Rest your palms for a moment on your knees and just take a long deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. And moving to the other side. Left palm on the left side of your abdominal muscles. Taking a long deep inhalation. And exhale, pressing into that space. Then moving to the right side, pressing from the right. Moving back and inhaling deeply, releasing. When you inhale, inhale to the belly. Exhale from the left, pressing, moving to the right, pressing, back and inhale, releasing, belly is expanding. Exhale, last time, left side to the right side, back and inhale into your belly, release. Again, let's do a couple of circles, so in the clockwise direction, bottom, right, top and left. Let's do 3 more of it. Eyes closed. Deep breathing. Allow your belly to be completely relaxed, completely free. And now just rest your hands with your palms pointing up. And take a couple of deep breaths right into your belly. Really allow it to expand. And allow it to contract on the exhalation. Very often we keep holding our belly in. One of the reasons might be just stress, tension, anxiety. When we are all the time experiencing these negative emotions and just too much tension, then we tend to hold our belly in, then we don't use diaphragmatic breathing, we just breathe into the chest. What causes again more anxiety, more stress, and then more shallow breath. So it's like a closed circle. Another reason might be when we want to look more slim, what many of us does, especially ladies, they have this tendency to keep sucking the belly in. So just really allow it to pop out a little bit and to be more relaxed. Alright, now let's move into our chest. So we will be first just drawing a circles, half circles, finding the sternum, so the bone right in the center of your chest, and going on the base of your breast, of your chest muscles, and then just sliding down in this half circle and sliding to the outside, so you can feel your rib cage basically between your fingers. And now moving on the top of your chest or of your breast, just moving up, sliding the same way. You try to feel how you're entering with your fingers between the ribs area, so on the muscles in between. Just sliding, moving upwards. And once you reach up, then placing your thumbs underneath your armpits and squeezing onto your pectoral muscles. Squeezing, closing your eyes, breathing deeply, squeezing. Take a long deep inhalation. And exhale through the mouth with the side. And release your hands down. Now we will do a little tapping. So I'm inviting you to really expand your chest nicely. So open it up. Imagine it just opening more and more. And begin tapping. You may tap with 5 fingers on each palm or with your fist, wherever feels better. I really like 5 fingers because it digs nicely into the muscles. Just tap, tap, tap into all the muscles. And here let's take 5 deep breaths. Inhaling. Exhale through the mouth. 4 more deep inhalation. Exhale. 2, 3 more deep breath. With these exhalations, just imagine you're releasing any anxiety, any stress, any fear, whatever is bothering you. And just allowing your heart to expand more, allowing your chest to expand more. Last deepest inhalation. And exhale all the way out. Slowing down your tapping. And just holding palm on top of the other in the center of your chest. Deep, long inhalation into your heart space. Exhaling all the way out. Releasing your hands and just staying in silent stillness for a little moment. And slowly opening your eyes. Let's move into our trapezius muscle, into the upper back. So for that I'm going to turn a little bit. First we'll be just mashing basically, so you can find a corner of your scapula and then just sliding your forefingers on this area, on the muscle, so just working around the bone. And then just mash onto the shoulder. And now we will try to go as slow as we can with two fingers, so your index and the middle finger, finding the space between your spine and between the scapula. And then just going down on this muscle and then digging into with two fingers and sliding up, following the side of scapula, up. And then once you reach the corner of your scapula, sliding outwards towards the shoulder joint. And let's repeat it 2 more times. Slowly pulling up, up, up. And then sliding to the outside. Oof, I always have a lot of tension there, so I really love that one. And again sliding up, up, up. And releasing to the outside. Now as we are here, we'll just twist a little bit more and then reach your hand from underneath. So going on the bottom of scapula. Again, if you can reach that space between the spine and your scapula, just reach as much as you can and then just slide your fingers all the way. And let's do it a little higher. Also slide your fingers at the same time, twisting your body a little bit. And release, come back to the center and just roll that shoulder a couple of times back. And coming back, moving into our other scapula. So again, finding the space between the scapula and the spine. Digging index and middle finger into, and then just pulling a little up, up. When you are in the corner of the scapula, then sliding it out. I forgot to add the circling, so let's just first circle and then we get back to that one. Just smashing into that area, so stimulating, preparing that part of the body for a little bit of body work. Mashing onto your shoulder. And now let's get back into that one. So 2 fingers, side of the scapula, between the spine and scapula, and just pulling up. And then outside toward the shoulder. Sit once again, deep breathing. And exhaling all the way out. Now we will twist a little bit. And reaching with your other arm, with your arm from the bottom, so as much as you can. And then with this gentle twist, just slide your fingers all over the scapula, and then moving a little bit higher, and last time a little bit higher, and rolling the shoulder back, so coming back to the center and just couple of simple circles, bringing a bit of mobility into that shoulder joint, into the scapula, and back into our comfortable position. Probably you didn't change the position actually. Alright, now let's just smash into the shoulder and mashing into the bicep, tricep. As I mentioned, you may apply the oil if you wish, but it's not fully necessary. Circling around your elbow and then mashing on the forearm. So just like kind of sliding from the inside to the outside with the heel of your palm. Mashing, sliding, and then going from the bottom, also just smashing. Great. Now let's move into the palm. So we'll circle a couple of times. Simply with the thumb all over the surface of your palm. And then working on one point, which is right between your thumb and your index finger. You don't want to press on the skin itself, but you want to go a little deeper on the muscle. And then just press. Press. We'll do it 10 times. You might have a lot of tension there, especially if you work on the computer, or if you spend a lot of time with the phone, then we might have that tension in this area. And also, by the way, it's one of the marma points which they use for energizing and for releasing tension, releasing stress. And releasing. Now let's just slide through each of the fingers, one by one. And stretching your hands forward a little bit. And relax. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So just smashing onto your shoulder, onto your bicep, tricep. Keep breathing deeply, steadily. Then circling around your elbow. Again, if you struggle with the joint issues, you may apply some nice warm oil, heating oil, sesame oil, as I mentioned, is really great for that. And then going onto your arm, to the forearm, sliding from the inside to the outside. Sliding and walking down towards the palm. And then the same on the inner forearm, sliding a couple of times, so we really stimulate all the body. And circling around your palm, big circles. And working on our points, so again, not on the skin, on the muscle, and pressing 10 times. Straight spine and deep breath all the time with us. And enough. Now I'll just slide also over each of the fingers. And stretch again. This time arms up and shoulder blades towards each other and release. Palms relax on your knees and eyes closed for one deep inhalation right into your belly. Exhaling all the way out. And opening your eyes. Now let's move into our neck. So first we'll just interlock the fingers at the back of your neck. And then squeezing, so bringing your elbows a little closer towards each other. Taking a moment and now turning your face to the right and drawing your right arm up. So actually mashing onto your cheek, pulling up towards the cheekbone, towards the head, and then the other side the same. Relaxing completely your facial muscles, allowing your arm to pull them up. And let's do it one more time each side. Pulling up, face relaxed. And last one. And back to the center. Now slowly start separating your fingers and sliding them very slowly onto the muscles of your neck. And releasing. Now we'll draw circles on both sides of your neck muscles. Just gonna turn so you can see exactly. So as the vertebrae, you can see, I guess, vertebrae are running here. I'm just gonna circle on both sides of the vertebrae, on the muscle itself. Circling and breathing deeply, going up and down a couple of times. And then sliding down on your neck and finding the vertebrae, sliding over them, and then going on the other side of the muscle. So as you can see, vertebrae, the muscles of the neck, and then going on the side. From the side, we'll just press our thumbs. So pressing from the bottom, going a little up, slowly pressing, doing 4 steps. And then sliding your thumbs up 3 times. And releasing your hands for a moment, they might get a little tired. And then we will find the point, so all your vertebrae of the neck going up, and then you can find a deepening. So just pressing both of your index fingers gently into that deepening, breathing deeply. It's a great point to use if you have headaches, neck pain as well. And then we'll follow the points where your hairline is, so where your skull is meeting your neck. Just pressing with your fingers. Don't need to apply too much pressure. You can choose which finger feels good for you to be pressing with. Just following that line. Going behind your ears. Pressing for a bit. Top of your ears. And then here we'll draw circles, the front of your ears. And as we are here, let's massage our ears as well. So just sliding your fingers all over the soft part of your ears. These techniques you can use for yourself, but you can also use them for others. Now from the inside a little bit. They are really great to use to relax and to release a lot of tension and pain which we might hold in our bodies. Alright, now we will move into a couple more things on our face, and 5 more minutes we will finish our session. So, first our throat, just gentle circles on the front of your throat. This part usually we don't massage too much, but it's a really great thing to work on, especially if you struggle with any throat issues or with your communication, looking from this emotional way. It's really great to connect into your own throat through that self-massage. And holding both palms there for a moment, taking deep breath in. Exhale out through your mouth. And now we'll turn face to the right side, so you can see this long muscle sticking out. That's what we will work on. It's called sternocleidomastoid, so we'll just grab onto the base of it and gently, you don't need to apply too much pressure, just a little bit moving up through all of this muscle. A lot of headaches might be coming from the tension in this muscle. Working down, so if you have some kind of headache coming to you, try it out and tell me if it worked. For me it works really nicely. And then going to the other side, so head to the left side. You have to really turn it properly so the muscle starts sticking out. And then working on it a couple of times, walking your way up. And coming back down. And releasing. You just draw a circle to each direction one time. Bringing some nice mobility into our neck, and a deep breath in. And exhale back to the center. We will work a little bit on our facial muscles. So I'm gonna move a little closer. Alright, so first let's start with our jaw. I will just place my index fingers on the front of my jaw and the thumbs right underneath. And then sliding. You may close your eyes and just relax your facial muscles completely. Sliding up towards the outside a couple of times. Deep and calm breathing. We might hold a lot of tension in the area of the jaw. So now just sliding and then staying on the outside where you might have a lot of tension accumulated and just massaging with your index fingers. And then with both fingers, index and middle, just drawing circles. Now release your jaw completely. So just let it be completely relaxed and free. And just draw the circles for a moment. A lot of us are holding anxiety and tension in our jaw actually, so we keep squeezing when we are stressed, maybe clenching your teeth at night. So that simple technique is very useful to release this tension, but you really need to connect it with your breath and with letting go of that tension down. So just imagine it's all melting down. And enough. Now let's just slide around our lips. So index fingers on the top, middle on the bottom, and just sliding a couple of times to the outside. To the outside. One more time. And now working from underneath your eyebrows, pressing your index fingers down, or going underneath your cheekbones and sliding to the outside. 2 more times, gently pressing. And one last time. And now let's move into the top. So pressing from the bottom of your eyebrows and then sliding with your index fingers like with the hooks to the outside. 2 more times, sliding and sliding. Now 2 fingers again, this time on your forehead, and just slide 3 times to the outside, relaxing your facial muscles completely. And then fingers on your temples, 2 fingers on each temple, and just drawing circles. Gently, you don't need to apply too much pressure. And now just draw your fingers up through your hair, through your scalp, drawing up, drawing up. Now pressing with your 4 fingers right in the center where your hairline is. Press and then slide it up. Sliding with all the fingers one more time throughout all your head this time. You can just do a movement like you will be washing your hair. Just sliding, massaging, stimulating your scalp a little bit. And then releasing. We'll just finish with a little mindfulness moment. So allowing your body to be straight, relaxed, closing your eyes. And now imagine how all the tensions are just melting down, releasing your facial muscles, releasing your throat, your spine, your belly, your chest, arms, legs. Take a long, deep inhalation right into your belly, expand it freely, and exhale out through your mouth. Continue breathing for a moment, long and deep breaths, and just fill your heart up with gratitude for yourself, taking time to practice, taking time to give to yourself some love, some care, some good healing energy. And now begin rubbing up your palms, warming them up. And again, imagine all this warmth which is generated in between your palms. It just charged with all your good intention of being well, of being healthy, with your acceptance, with your love for yourself. And then place your palms on top of your closed eyes. Feel that warmth coming into you and just growing and spreading all around your being and then all around you. Deep inhalation. Exhale, slowly open your eyes and then release your palms, touching to all your body and spreading that good energy everywhere. And then spreading it around you, so just imagine you sending it to everyone you love, you care about, to everyone who you know and you don't know. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice. Please subscribe and share it with your friends.